now have 144 miles of single track trail.
Whoa.
Some folks consider
quite a
it some
bit.
of the best single track trail in the world. The reason we chose RTP for this particular project is it really stemmed from a need within the Buffalo Gap campground. So we have a developed campground that's adjacent to this trailhead, and what we were finding is that we had a trailhead in the campground. However, the paid users and the RVs and everything that was using that were in conflict with the non-motorized trail users. So what would happen is the campground host would have all these folks coming in, they wouldn't be paying the day use fee, and it was causing stress for both the agency and for the public users. So what we decided is we wanted to build a trailhead up here. We wanted it to be available for ATVs, for hikers, for horseback riders. It's easy to get to because the interstate is right here. And the other thing is that Forest Service regulation restricts horses from within the Buffalo Gap campground. So there was no way for horseback riders to legally access this section of trail because there was nowhere for them to park and unload in their facilities. One of the things I'm really proud of on this project is we'd had no issues finding volunteers to help us out. So volunteers constructed sections of the trail, they mowed it, they set the posts. When you come up to a trail post, you'll notice a couple different things. One is the branding, okay? So in this particular trail post is actually the Buffalo Gap Trail. The second thing you want to look at is for the slant on the trail post. So the slant will indicate which side of the trail or which side of the post the trail is on. Now here it's easy to follow, but as we look, you'll be able to see the next trail posts in line. That's one of the ways you can navigate when you're out on the trail. We hired a contractor to build the actual trailhead, but volunteers put in all the fencing you see. They built the kiosks. It was really fun, and it was a great project, and this was one of them that came together relatively quickly for us.
A trail's a lot more than just walking on it. It's just a whole user experience, and a lot of people don't think about that.
You're right, and that's one of the advantages of having that volunteer match is we're able to sit down with our partners and talk through some of that. One of the things we found is, as an agency, the Forest Service manages tens of thousands of miles of trails across the country, but each trail system is different and each trail is designed for a different experience. And the only people that really know that are the locals. So by partnering with the locals and having local volunteers, they can kind of provide us that feedback.
You guys are really good at leveraging your match dollars too. A lot of people don't know with the North Dakota Recreational Trails Program that people can match with donated labor, force account labor, donated materials, equipment. So if you keep good records, that is a way that you could establish a trail, gain that RTP funding with little to no cash match.
Absolutely, and that's a great point, Shar, is that one of the things that I encourage folks to look at, especially when they're working with volunteer groups, what can each person bring to the table? When we're working with the Maah Daah Hey Trail Association, for example, they have a professional engineer on staff. So it's those type of things that if we come together, we each bring one piece of the puzzle, and together we make a great product. We have done other RTP projects, and one of them that's been really popular is the construction of the Sunset Trail at the CCC campground, which is adjacent to the north unit of Theodore Roosevelt National Park. The reason folks like that is it now provides them a 2-mile loop trail. What we're finding is that people really want that loop experience. Working with the Maah Daah Hey Trail Association, they've taken the lead at creating another loop trail south of Medora near the Coal Creek campground. We want the public to use this trail. This is public land, and this is the public's trail.